You sure do like to share your opinions, talking big like somebody's listening. Nobody's listening.
Max! Oh!
Hit the ignition. Now you listen. Hop up in the window. Smaller and smaller you fade down. Hop up in the window.
Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Welcome back to Movie Monday. This week we are reviewing Paddington. Why? Because Paddington in Peru is coming out in a couple months. And I thought this year, at the start of the year, I had some Movie Mondays planned out in advance. I looked at movies coming out and I thought, yeah, I'm going to watch movies leading up to these movies coming out. One of the things I selected was Paddington 3. Why? I don't know. I just thought it sounded a bit interesting. I know it's quite popular in the UK. It's based on a TV show also called Paddington, which came out decades ago. Never watched that show or the other show. There's two versions of the show. Never seen the movies. So this is my first time experiencing Paddington. I'm aware he's like a Peruvian bear that gets lost in the UK, and that's pretty much all I know about it. So I'm excited. In 2 months' time, Paddington Peru comes out. I'm looking forward to it. I'll actually go and watch it. It seems like a fun, made for kids, made for family, family sort of film. It doesn't seem like anything much beyond that, but it does seem like something that's probably like a bit of light-hearted fun. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully the new one coming out is good. But before I see that, I'm going to see Paddington and Paddington 2, but not the TV shows. I don't know if I should watch TV shows, but I probably won't have time anyway. But at least I can watch the films. So, a young Peruvian bear, this is IMDb's synopsis, travels to London in search of a home. Oh, I thought he gets lost in London or England. He doesn't. He goes there finding a home. Okay, I didn't know that detail, but I know it's from Peru. Finding himself lost and alone at Paddington Station. Is that how he gets his name? He meets the kindly Brown family who offer him a temporary haven. Sounds good. Sounds good. So yeah, I'm gonna watch it and hopefully it's good. Is he gonna have like a Spanish accent, considering it's from Peru? I guess I'll watch it. Also, on top of that, I do live in London. I do love London. So there's something about, I mean, it's not just me, it's a lot of people, but it's something about your hometown or home city being in a film that just makes you like it more. You know, I just really like it when, obviously living in London, it's going to be likely to be in a film anyway, so it probably feels a lot more special if you live in like a small town and there's a film that comes out with your small town in it. That means more. Obviously, living in London, your chances are hugely increased of your city being in a film. But it's still a nice feeling. Even when I watch like bad movies with London in it, I'm just like, it's, for some reason for me it makes me more excited to watch it. It's like Thor: The Dark World, terrible movie. It's awful. But half of it's in London, so it's fun. I'm just like, oh, Thor's on the Underground. This is awesome. Found that hilarious, even though the movie's awful. It's just that when they put, you know, places that I grew up in and I'm familiar with in films, it just, for me, it just makes me more excited to watch it. And it just makes me happier to actually watch the film. So, yeah, I'm glad it takes place in London. I'm looking forward to watching this. And as far as I know, it's just a comedy, family-friendly film. I don't expect anything too serious, but I expect some good light-hearted fun. Also, nothing on the screen because of copyright, but as I watch it, I'll share my thoughts and I'll give a final review and rating at the end. That's how these videos work. I guess at some point we might have to transform these into reactions, but I don't know where you find the footage for that. And legally anyway, and second, I would not have time to edit it, so I might just do a thing where I'm just watching the film on a TV and you're just watching me on the camera. But there's still nothing on the screen, but it's probably better than just seeing a review. Anyway, the movie started. I can't believe I've just seen Matt Luca's cameo as a taxi driver. Good cast, by the way. I like it. I can't remember, what's her name? Sally Hawkins, yeah. She was in Wonka and a few other things. But yeah, good cast. So Paddington loses his uncle, although you don't really see him die. You just see him look at his uncle and then cry of his aunt after an earthquake in Peru. they do have British accents, by the way, but I think that's partly because they're obsessed with London and just the customs of London, which they were taught about. But yeah, he lost his uncle in an earthquake, which I'm not even convinced he died because I didn't really see it. But yeah, his aunt goes to like a retirement home, I guess, for bears, and she sends him on a boat to London, and then he's in Paddington Station begging for a home. And a family, reluctant against the dad's wishes, the mother and the kids persuade the dad to bring him home to look after him just for a night. I'm guessing it won't be just a night. I've seen this sort of story before, where a family takes in a stranger who changes their lives forever. It's one of those films, except it's Paddington Bear. I'm on board. The cast just gets better and better. And Nicole Kidman's in this, she seems to be playing the villain. I wonder what she wants with Paddington Bear. Peter Capaldi's in this, playing Mr. Curry. He's the neighbour. I assume he's a important character in the books and the show. And Mr. Gruber, who plays him? Jim Broadbent, yeah, that's him. Yeah, the cast just gets better the more the more of them you see. The scene on the underground was quite funny. From the getting through the barriers to getting to the escalator. And it says the dogs must be carried, and he kidnaps an actual dog and carries it, gets on the escalator. I get that it's his first time seeing an escalator, and then it says stand on the right, and he just stands on his right foot. I do wonder, that makes me think though, like, what would it be like for an adult to see an escalator for the very first time? How confused would they be? Because I feel like most of us, we kind of get used to them when we're kids. That's what it was for me anyway. And then it's just naturally used to it by the time you can use it yourself. But there are some people who don't grow up around, escalators, and then they see some as an adult. I'm just curious. I don't know, it's just a weird conversation, but that's what that scene made me think of. Because there are people out there who've never seen escalators before. Just think about that for a second. People who have never seen escalators in their lives. How would they react from seeing one? My mind goes to a crazy place. So the stopping the robbery scene was pretty fun. The fact that he thought he was returning the wallet to the thief is that added a layer to it. So they're trying to track down the explorers that gave his family a hat when they met them in Peru, and they tracked down to, apparently the hat that he's got is from the Geographers Guild. So if they go there, they can find out. They can find the explorer that he's looking for. Meanwhile, Nicole Kidman's character is trying to find him for whatever reason. She seems like, I don't know, but she seems like a Cruella sort of character from in 101 Dalmatians. Maybe she's that sort of character. I don't know. I'm curious to see how this goes down. I do like how he gets the jacket, even though I haven't seen this. I know the look of Paddington, I know the hat and the jacket. I'm just like, oh, there's the jacket. So that was even though I haven't seen Paddington before, that felt like a nice scene. So why would the Geographers Guild say that the explorers have never been to Peru? So no one from their society has ever gone to Peru. So there's something fishy going on. So Paddington and the dad of the family, Mr. Brown, are trying to break into the archives. What is going on in this? When I say what is going on, I mean Mr. Brown's disguise. That's what I'm saying, what is going on. Okay, I didn't expect that twist. So Montgomery Clyde, the name of the explorer, he's actually dead. So I could have seen that one coming, because obviously we haven't seen him since the start of the film, where it's sort of like a flashback and a story. So I can kind of guess, and because it was in black and white, you can tell it was a long time before. So I could kind of guess that maybe he was dead. But then I find out that Nicole Kidman, the villain, is actually his daughter. He was banished from the Geographers Guild. He's someone who was kind to animals and loved animals, and when he got banished from the guild, he set up a petting zoo. Long story short, his daughter went on a path of revenge because of his banishment from that guild, and part of her revenge is taking down Paddington Bear and killing him. A little bit dark. Alright, the movie was quite fun. I've finished watching it now, and yeah, the ending was pretty interesting. Ironic what happens to the villain in the end, considering what she set out to do. I feel like she'll return in the second one, though. I got a feeling about that. Yeah, I don't think her story's over. But it was a creative way to finish her off. Pigeons and Mrs. Bird. That kind of fits, to be fair. It's kind of poetic. But yeah, it was a nice finale. And yeah, pretty good story, a bit of emotion to it. Some parts quite dark, but yeah, nothing too serious. But it was a good film. I thought it was fine for what it is. And yeah, I don't know why I never watched Paddington when I was younger, but I'm finally watching it. It better be worth it. The third one better be good, because that's the main reason I'm watching these, is to like build up to the third one and go watch the third one in cinemas and see what that's like. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're getting the film before the US. The US is getting it next year, but we're getting it in November, which is great for us. But they have to wait like 2-3 more months after us, which is quite funny. But yeah, I enjoyed this. I think it was fun. I liked seeing the Royal Guard as well. That was that was pretty interesting, out in the rain. But yeah, and a nice snowy ending as well. I enjoyed it. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I had a good time. Didn't think it was like this amazing film, but I thought it was fun. And I finally seen Paddington and who Paddington is. And I don't know anything about the shows or the books. I only found out it's based on books as well from a Google search. I like to search things up when I watch films. But yeah. I'm looking forward to watching the second one. So yeah, as I said, 7 out of 10. And the second one I'll watch it next week. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. After we're done with this, probably going to do at some point Gladiator, Joker, and I know there's a Lord of the Rings movie coming out this year, and it's animated. But I need an excuse to watch Lord of the Rings anyway. So I'm going to watch Lord of the Rings very soon. The Goated trilogy, and maybe even add the Hobbit movies in as well. So, but yeah, expect Joker and Gladiator at some point this month too, along with these two films. Yeah, this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and goodbye.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it